2 EMAs and an advanced but killer-accurate MACD. This strange combination makes 4 out of 5 trades accurate. Let me give you a general overview of this strategy first. We are working with 2 exponential moving averages, EMAs, one with a period of 7 and one with a period of 15. These 2 serve as our direction and entry points. Next to these, there is also the MACD, both as a confirmer and a filter for unreasonable fluctuations. What is our goal? To catch short but strong moves. And since we are working on a 1-minute time frame, our accuracy and reaction speed must be high. Part 2. Indicator settings. So let's get to the settings. EMA 7. Color, for example, blue. EMA 15. Color, red. MACD. Default settings 10.21 and change the histogram style to area. You can add these very easily on platforms like TradingView. Now, when EMA 7 crosses EMA 15 from below upwards, and at the same time, the MACD area enters the positive phase, that is when we are ready to enter. The opposite is true for a sell entry. EMA 7 crosses from above, and the MACD becomes negative. Part 3. Entry and exit conditions, EMA 7/15 plus MACD. For the entries of this strategy to be truly accurate and profitable, several specific conditions must be met at the same time. Just crossing the EMAs is not enough. Let's examine the entry conditions for buying and selling separately. Conditions for entering a buy trade, long position. 1. The EMA line with a period of 7 must cross the EMA line with a period of 15 from below upwards. This crossing must be done with a certain slope, not for the EMAs to overlap or move horizontally. The MACD histogram must enter the positive zone from the negative zone. This means that the MACD phase changes from a downward to an upward state and is strengthening. The confirmation candle should be strong, meaning it has a longer body than the previous candles, indicating buying pressure. Conditions for entering a short trade. The EMA 7 should cross the EMA 15 from above, again with a clear slope and not a neutral or flat move. The MACD histogram should enter the negative zone from the positive zone, and the downtrend is strengthening. The confirmation candle should be red, long, and with a clear body, not a candle with a long shadow or a weak body. Conditions for exiting the trade. The price reaches a predetermined profit level, for example, 5 to 10 pips in a scalp. Loss of momentum. If the MACD turns around and starts to weaken against the direction of the trade, we make a manual exit. The EMAs close again or cross inversely, meaning the signal is over. The target is not reached for 3 consecutive candles. In this case, we exit with a small profit or loss to avoid erosion of the trade. Thank you for liking the video. Let's go to the most important strategy from which you can learn a lot. Real-world example. Suppose the market is in a medium volatility mode and the trading volume is relatively good. You look at the 1-minute chart and notice that the EMA 7 is approaching the EMA 15 at an upward angle. The last few candles have been rising and the price is forming a new low. A few seconds later, the EMA 7 crosses the EMA 15 from below upwards with a positive slope. At the same time, you take a look at the MACD. The histogram has turned from negative to positive, and the bullish bars are increasing. This means that we have a buy signal. The candlestick where the crossover occurred has a longer body than the previous 2 candles and a small lower shadow, indicating real buying pressure. You enter a long position, preferably on the candlestick after the cross. Now you set the profit limit at 8 pips. The stop loss is also placed just below the last down swing, say 5 pips lower. The price moves with high momentum and grows 6 pips in 2 candles. But the next candle weakens, and the 4th candle shows signs of weakness. MACD is still positive, but flattening out. At this point, since the price has not reached the target and the momentum is weakening, you make a manual exit with a small profit, say 6 pips. This kind of quick reaction and implementation of the rule exit if the target is not reached within 3 to 4 candles helps to avoid losses and stabilize small but continuous profits. These regular repetitions create compound profits over time. Section 4. Trade Management. For scalping, trade management is more important than the strategy itself. A good rule of thumb is, if the price immediately after your entry goes up 3 candles but does not reach your target, make a manual exit. Or, for example, if the price turns around and the EMAs converge again, that trade is no longer viable. Remember, big profits in scalping don't come from one trade. They come from executing 10 to 15 small trades per day accurately. Section 5. Common Mistakes. The 7.15 EMA plus MACD strategy may seem simple, but its precise execution requires a deeper understanding of market behavior. The mistakes common in this strategy aren't just for beginners. Even semi-professional traders can make these mistakes. 1. Entering before both indicators are confirmed at the same time. Some traders settle for just EMA crosses. On the other hand, if the MACD hasn't turned positive at the same time or is still in a bearish mode, entering can go against the flow of market power. Entering before full confirmation is risky. 2. Ignoring the slope of the EMAs. A flat or very low angle EMA cross usually means a range-bound or neutral market. Entering this situation means falling into the trap of fake-outs and directionless fluctuations. The EMAs must always have a clear slope and divergence to be valid. 3. Misinterpreting MACD. Many use MACD only as positive or negative. But the strength of MACD is in the momentum of the bars and the distance from the zero line. If the histogram is weakening or near zero, even if its color is positive, the strength of the trend may have decreased. 4. Staying in the trade after the signs have reversed. One of the most common mistakes is to stay in the trade after receiving a reversal signal. For example, the EMAs have reversed or the MACD has diverged, hoping for a reversal. This situation causes more losses than profits. Auxiliary tool to increase the accuracy of this strategy. The 7.15 plus EMA strategy works well on its own, but if you are looking to filter out the noise and increase the accuracy of your entry, an auxiliary tool can make a significant difference. The RSI indicator with custom settings. Why RSI? The RSI is not just for detecting overbought and oversold conditions. When used with precise settings and in combination with the EMA and MACD, it can act as a third confirmation of entry and even sometimes a reversal warning. Suggested setup. RSI with period 14. The 30 and 70 zones change to 40 and 60. Only take signals that are not in the normal range, between 40 and 60. Seriously, how to use it. When you receive a buy signal from the EMAs but the RSI is above 60 and bullish at the same time, the signal is more likely to be successful. When you receive a sell signal but the RSI is below 40 and bearish, your entry is less risky. If the RSI is exactly between 40 and 60, it means the market is in a neutral or intermediate phase. It is better not to enter. So what happened? A quick, simple, and effective strategy with 3 familiar tools. EMA 7, EMA 15, and MACD together form a golden triangle, but only when executed carefully. If you're looking for more scalping strategies or practical exercises for this method, be sure to subscribe to the channel. The next exercises are going to be deeper and more practical.